Cesim Global Challenge is a browser-based international business and strategy simulation designed to develop student understanding of the interaction and complexity of various business disciplines and concepts in a global, rapidly evolving and competitive business environment. The simulation game has a particular emphasis on creating long-term, sustainable and profitable growth. Each team will undertake the role as the new management of a global mobile telecommunications company, with the task of managing it through technological evolution. The team will be responsible for developing and implementing a winning strategy over the time span of several years. The team has to find a perfect balance between multiple business disciplines including production, investments, logistics, marketing, human resources, research and development, and finance in order to improve profitability and stay on the top. Some of the concepts the teams will have to incorporate into their strategy include technology roadmaps, optimal capital structure, transfer pricing, timing of capacity expansion, efficient allocation of production, outsourcing, and marketing differentiation between market areas. Each simulation market consists of 2 to 12 competing teams with up to 8 members in each. The number of parallel simulation markets is not limited, making it possible to utilize the simulation for any number of students in the class. The simulation is played over 2 to 12 rounds, with each round constituting 1 fiscal year. Practice rounds that do not influence the actual game may be played before the actual rounds. In Cesim Global Challenge, all teams begin from the exact same competitive position and face the exact same market forces. The teams compete only against the other teams in their own market, not against the computer. So each team's decisions influence their competitors' results and the market development overall. The company has operations in the US, Europe, and Asia, while production is limited to the US and Asia. The markets differ in size, growth prospects, costs, trade policy, tax rates, interest rates, and marketing responses. The essence of the simulation is to mirror a rapidly developing technology industry, tie together multiple business concepts and disciplines, and allow for successful execution of alternative strategies. The simulation is designed to reward those who can best identify underlying trends, success factors, changes in competitive situation, and successfully formulate and adjust a winning strategy. The key learning goals of the simulation game are to increase participants' awareness of the complexity of operating an international company from a strategic and general management perspective, to develop capabilities in identifying and analyzing key environmental and organizational variables that may influence an organization's performance within and across national markets, and how these variables may influence the organization as a whole. To enhance fact-based analytical decision-making and crystallize the financial implications of business decisions by linking the decisions to cash flows and bottom-line performance. To provide practical experience in teamwork and problem-solving, and to excite competitive spirits in a dynamically evolving marketplace. The teams can be benchmarked on a variety of metrics, and while we endorse using cumulative total shareholder return, choosing the winning criterion is left to the instructor's discretion. The Cesim Global Challenge user interface is structured as follows. The homepage has general information about the course and team, plus upcoming deadlines. All decisions are made under the Decisions section and include the suggested steps, market conditions, demand, production, HR, R&D, marketing, logistics, tax, finance, budgets, and the decision checklist. The suggested steps is a step-by-step guide to what actions should the students take when playing the simulation. After reading the decision-making guide and the case description, the students should read the market outlook in order to take into account general economic and industry trends. A key strategic challenge that the teams face is to direct the company through a process of technological evolution. There are 4 technologies that emerge at different speeds in different markets. Here, we can see the timeline for the introduction of these new technologies. Throughout the simulation, the teams must make decisions regarding the timing of product launches based on these technologies. On the production page, the teams make decisions regarding the allocation of production between available technologies, USA and Asia, and own production facilities, and contract manufacturing. The instructor has the option to enable the finished goods inventories, the details of which are presented on this page. On the investments page, the teams can make decisions to expand their own production capacity to facilitate the growth of their company. The instructor has the option to include corporate social responsibility related decisions in the simulation. If the module is enabled, there will be an additional page called Procurement under the Production tab. On the Procurement page, the teams make decisions about component suppliers that have different ratings for ethics and sustainability. Better supplier ratings yield better company image, but the component costs are typically higher from those suppliers. The HR function in Global Challenge is tied to the research and development and provide an alternative way of carrying out the technological evolution of products. On the R&D page, teams can invest in in-house product development or buy technology licenses. Time to market and costs differ between the two options. On the marketing page, the teams decide their marketing mix, namely product, price, and promotion. These decisions need to be made for each product and market area. On the logistics page, the teams decide the delivery priorities for each technology from the two production areas. Teams operate 3 judicial entities in 3 different market areas, so they also need to consider international taxation issues. On the tax page, the teams can decide about transfer pricing based on detailed information about taxes across all areas. Lastly, on the finance page, teams must decide how they will finance the company. Will they distribute any profits to shareholders? And how they will handle the cash and local debt positions. Throughout the decision-making interface, participants have access to an anchor menu providing continuously updated figures based on the decisions and estimates made so far. The anchor menu consists of profit and loss statements and balance sheets for the whole group and each area separately, key financial ratios, and parameters. The reports include previous round's results and budgeted figures for the current round. Cesim Global Challenge provides each team member with their own decision-making area that is accessed by their unique login details. Thus, each member is able to work independently and develop a potential strategy for the team if they wish. The team members are then able to cooperate and collaborate here, using the decision checklist page where all team members' decisions can be seen side by side. This allows Global Challenge to be delivered just as effectively in a virtual or blended learning environment as it is in a traditional classroom setting. After each round, the system generates a collection of reports that can be downloaded to a spreadsheet for further analysis by clicking Download, and also printed easily using the Print button. A slideshow of results can be accessed here and includes an array of charts and graphs detailing various aspects of the team's performance. The reports become available immediately after the deadline, unless otherwise chosen by the instructor. They include financial statements and market reports for all markets, key financial indicators, production report, cost report, and depending on your course, an HR report. The simulation schedule is available on this page. The schedule page presents the deadlines for registration and also the actual rounds. These deadlines are set by the instructor and can be modified during the simulation if needed. Teams and team members in your market can be viewed here. Teams can change their company name, create a slogan, enter a description, and embed a video if they wish. Readings contains decision-making instructions and a case description. The instructor can also make course materials available through this section. The decision-making instructions cover all the available decisions in the simulation and some of the key issues to be considered, while the case description gives some additional information on the current competitive situation and potential market trends. There are 2 separate discussion forums built into the simulation, one for the whole course and one for each individual team. Any posts in a team forum are visible only to members of that team. Cesim simulations come with a state-of-the-art case management facility that allows you to tailor the simulation to your needs. As an instructor, you can modify the storyline, localize the simulation markets, change the market, costs, and customer behavior, and a number of other parameters that influence the operating environment.